Joining the New Hampshire Legends of Hockey, the class of 2022, David Flint, a native of Merrimack, New Hampshire. And Dave, before we started this interview today, you told me that I did some of your high school hockey games.
Yeah, that's correct. At Trinity High School, I remember you calling some of our games, and yeah, so it's fitting that you're here interviewing me now.
Yeah, I guess I've been around a long time, but you're still a young man. So, women's hockey coach at Northeastern University since 2008, including 6 trips to the NCAA tournament and one championship game. A tremendous career at Northeastern. It continues to this day. Your team is currently ranked number 2 in the nation, and great success at Northeastern.
Yeah, it's been a long road. I got there in 2008, and I took over a program that had a lot of history, but was kind of on a downturn, and I was tasked with getting them back to national prominence. And it wasn't an easy road. It's been a long road, but it's definitely been very rewarding for me.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, grew up in Merrimack, played at Trinity High School, and currently, I should say, you played hockey at North Adams State, and then off to St. Anselm for a coaching stint there.
Yeah, so when I first started at St. Anselm, it wasn't for coaching. It was actually I was an athletic trainer. Mm-hmm. I was finishing up my clinical hours, and so I was working in the training room. And Kenny Kuzik, longtime coach at St. Anselm College, he needed an assistant. And he had known me from my days at Trinity and then through college. So he offered me an opportunity to be his part-time assistant. So I was able to combine the two of them. And ultimately, coaching won out over athletic training, and that started me on my coaching career.
And you were the first women's varsity coach at St. Anselm, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, so I was tasked with starting that program, and I'd been working as the assistant coach for 7 years, and Ed Cannon, our athletic director, came to me. We were building an arena on campus at the time. He said, "We're going to start a women's hockey program. What do you think about being the head coach and starting that?" And for me, it was an opportunity to A, become a head coach, and B, start something from the ground up. And probably the most, or I guess the best decision I've ever made in my career, and the most rewarding too.
Have you noticed, I get to see some women's hockey, not a whole lot, but as you watch it over the years, it seems like the skill level goes up and up and up in the women's game.
Yeah, just from, I first got into the game in 2003, and just to see where it's come, it's amazing. And for those that have never seen it, they should go watch a game, because they'd be really surprised. I've coached some of the best players in the world, and Kendall Coyne and Florence Schelling and Alina Mueller. Kendall Coyne skated in the NHL skills competition, and showed the world how great women's hockey is.
Yeah, it truly is. Since 2005, you've been a member of the USA hockey coaching staff and an assistant for the U.S. women's national team. Won the silver medal at the 2010 Olympics in Vancouver, and a gold medal at the World Championships as well. So you've had a very successful tenure as an international coach.
Yeah, that's been that was a really exciting time for me, and I got to work under some amazing coaches, and most importantly, the great Mark Johnson, who we all know was on the 1980 Miracle team. I got to coach with him in the Olympics, learned so much from him. He was a great mentor to me, and just my opportunities that I had with the USA Hockey, I was very lucky and blessed.
And 4 times Hockey East Women's Coach of the Year. As you mentioned, you had some great players along the way. And how long are you going to continue doing this?
Yeah, it's been a great run, and the Coach of the Year honors are great. But I've always said those awards, the coach is only as good as his staff and his players, and I've had great ones. And I'll continue to do it as long as I can, and and hopefully keep the program at the level it's at.
And you want to stay with the women's game?
Absolutely, absolutely. I made that change years ago, and it's been a great decision, and one that I don't regret ever for 1 second.
David Flint, head women's coach at Northeastern University since 2008. We welcome you to the New Hampshire Legends of Hockey class of 2022. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.